What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. Last time, we continued to build up our social links, as the promised day looms ever closer. In this episode, we're going to continue to develop our social links, but before we do that, there's a new recording here in the command room. So before we get going, let's see what the security camera picked up this time.
You know, future consultation is coming up.
Yeah, what are we supposed to say during all that?
Oh, Koro-chan.
Aw, if you sleep wherever you want, you'll catch a cold. What is it, Aigis?
There's a miniature camera near the ceiling. It's been camouflaged. Does that mean it's been recording whoever walks past here?
Oh yeah, I forgot that you can check out anywhere in the dorm from the command room.
Does that mean one has been placed in each of our rooms as well?
I never thought about it. But probably so. I used the system last year.
Huh? Is that true?
Well, you need a key to use it, and I doubt any of the guys would dare look inside our rooms. If they did, I'm gonna kick the living crap out of them before Nix can get his hands on them.
Yukari-san, your vital signs are fluctuating. Are you in danger of dying of shame?
I guess. Anyway, we don't need that stupid system anymore. Let's ask Misuru-senpai to have it removed.
You're right. The camera's recording right now. Hello?
I am never going to speak of this to anyone. It's a real good thing we just generally keep that stuff to ourselves. Because, oh boy, we'd be in so much trouble otherwise. Well, there's not really anything for us to do except Koromaru, despite last episode saying he wanted to go to Tartarus, he also wants to go for a walk. Not quite sure why that is, but hey. Tonight we're gonna take Koromaru out for a walk. Alright, so what does Koromaru have for us this time? Yet another Mad Ball. And my Tartarus explorations actually used up a few homunculi, so I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to getting those back. Oh well, whatever. Not like it's too much of a bad thing, I guess. But there's nothing for us to do but get a good night's sleep and tackle on the next day. And so it moves on to Tuesday. Even more gossip. You don't try apathy syndrome. You get it and you don't come out from it. In fact, since we've defeated all the shadows, there's not really much for us to help people get out of it, so... Just these misunderstandings, it infuriates me, but whatever! Revolving door, cheer me up! Hey, Mitsuru. What is it? Okay. Well, I'll see you around, Mitsuru. That's interesting. So we can potentially hang out with Mitsuru, and that seems to be it for today. Alright then, well... I suppose it would be rude to keep her waiting. Hey, Mitsuru, I've got some time today. Good. Did you want to go somewhere? Your room? Well, if you insist. Fancy. Sort of. What is it? Wait. Yeah, I figures. Understandable, but still. Sounds great. Well then, I'll sit on the back then. Oh, believe me, once you've taught me, then we can do that. And I do my best to come rescue you then. Of course I will. Thou art I, and I am thou. The bond thou hast nurtured has finally matured. The innermost power of the Empress Arcana hath been set free. We bestow upon the ability to create Alilat, the ultimate form of the Empress Arcana. And with this, we have now maxed out the Mitsuru Hirijo social link of the Empress Arcana. Our power to create personas of the Empress Arcana has reached its maximum. We have forged a bond that cannot be broken, and in doing so, we can now create Alilat, the Ancient Goddess.
Where have you been?
Don't ask. Okay, well, it's now evening, which means our weapon's ready. So let's head on over to Polonia Mall. Alright, so now we got Vajra. Okay, so what is there left? Well, I definitely know there's a spear. Let's see. So there's Pinka, and that's it. There's also one more weapon that we need to create, but we don't have the necessary persona to make that weapon yet. So for the time being, we'll go ahead and get Ken's weapon. And it'll be ready on the 21st. So we'll just have to come back then. So, what are we going to be doing this evening? Well, nothing really. Just getting the weapon was all I was planning on doing. No reason to go to Tartarus. Koromaru doesn't want to go for a walk, so nothing much for us to do. We get a good night's sleep and tackle the next day. So it moves on to Wednesday. And of course, we're just gonna jump straight to the revolving door. Hey, I guess. You're not the first person to say that. Well, for now I am. Alright, well, I'll see what I can do, I guess. Okay, so that is actually the only option we have. Because if we look into our menu and head on over to the social link status, we're actually very close to maxing out all of our social links. Every single social link has been maxed out, save for Igus. Igus is the only social link we have left to max out. And so, we're going to be seeing a lot more of her. Hey, Igus. Did you want to go somewhere? Certainly not the most polite person in the world. Wait, I guess what? I guess. Yeah, I don't think this is exactly working out. Jeez. Now for this, you can either respond with, "No you didn't," or "He saw me as a boyfriend." Either one of these will give you the same amount of points. No, I guess you didn't do anything wrong. He just has a different view of the world. And honestly, it's not something I support. Because we're friends, I guess. That's all it has to be. Sounds like it. I guess that's also a part of being human, is that things are never really simple. But we'll figure it out, I guess. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choose to create persona of the Aeon Arcana. Simply saying to live is to be happy, to have a good time, or to have a blast. Those are all very narrow views on what true happiness is. For me personally, those are more indulgences, more than anything. I mean, even if you are spending time with others, that type of happiness is quite fleeting. And if you're really after true happiness, it's a lot more deeper and complex than that. Jealousy, maybe? Yeah. Let's head back. Right, and now it's late evening. Or, it's not late evening, it's regular evening.
Sup, dude?
Hey, Junpei. Well, everyone is really gung-ho about going to Tartarus, and actually I was going to make it late evening, but why are you two around Koromaru? Oh, believe me, I understand. Koromaru has been long overdue for his treat. Well, there's nothing much for us to do this evening, so I think we can squeeze in one more day. So nothing much for us to do but to head back to our room and get a good night's sleep. And so it moves on to Thursday.
I'm sorry to ask so suddenly, but can you come with me? There's something we need to discuss.
You want all of us, or just him?
Just him for now. Come with me to the student council room.
Okay.
Isn't it kind of weird that she'd only want to talk to him?
Probably some big, important student council business. Nah.
Maybe so, but Senpai was acting a little weird. She had that look she gets when she's keeping some terrible secret.
You worry too much. Well, if the high muckety mucks don't need us, might as well go home.
Hey, wait a second, Junpei. According to the seating chart, if he's not here, you have to clean up for him. Have fun sweeping the hallway!
What? Where did that rule come from?
There's something you have to know. Do you remember the girl named Chidori, who was with Strega?
How could I forget?
I don't mean to alarm you, but the fact is, there's a chance that she may wake up today.
Wait, what?
I know what you're going to say, and yes, we did see her die in front of our eyes. However, her body began to undergo transmogrification a few days after the incident. For the past few weeks, she's been in a state that is neither living nor dead.
I'm speechless. How did this happen?
I don't know. It may be related to her persona abilities, but that's mere speculation. But what I wanted to talk to you about is your opinion on how to break the news to Iori. You see, she's probably... Mitsuru here. I see. Yes, I understand. That was the hospital. They say she's just awakened. It's unbelievable, but although we had confirmed her death, it seems Chidori has come back to life. Iori?
Junpei?
Did I hear that right? Chidori is... Huh? Is this a joke? Some kind of trick?
No, it's not a joke or a trick. She is currently recovering in the same hospital as before. But, Iori, she probably...
Chidori... Chidori's... alive?
Junpei.
Hey, Junpei, what about your cleanup duty? Jeez, what's gotten into him?
Well, I guess it's a moot point now.
You can say that again.
But perhaps it's best that he found out this way. I think I'll head to the hospital after this too. Could I ask you to come along?
Of course. I want to see this for myself.
Huh? Junpei? You took off that fast, and you still haven't gone inside?
Well, I mean, it's kinda...
We'll wait outside. It wouldn't be good for all of us to storm in.
I agree. Iori?
Huh?
Her damaged endocrine system and other internal organs have completely healed. She's still weak, but there's no more danger of her dying in 2 years.
Is it really you, Chidori? I'm not dreaming, am I?
Dreaming?
It's true. It is you. Chidori.
Who are you?
Huh? What?
I thought as much. Transmogrification is the proof that one lacks potential. I suspected that this might be the case.
This is Mitsuru-san and Junpei-kun. They were your friends last year.
Friends? My name is Chidori Yoshino. I'm sorry, it hasn't quite hit me yet, but it seems I don't remember any of the past few years. It's as if I was dreaming for a very long time.
Chidori. Yoshino.
It seems all of her memories after she awakened to her persona are gone. She remembers everything that happened before then, but as for you all...
Iori.
Nah, I think... it's better for her that she doesn't remember. All that stuff about fighting and pills. When you're having a nightmare, it ain't a bad thing to wake up.
I didn't say it was a nightmare. Don't put words in my mouth. It was a dream of meeting a kind, warm person at the end of a long tunnel. I can't remember it clearly, but I wanted him to be happy, and I think there were flowers. A room filled with them.
Chidori, take it easy. You don't have to force yourself to remember.
Flowers in a room. If she remembers that part clearly, then maybe... Do you remember when she'd use her power from time to time to make flowers bloom again? She'd always do it for the flowers in her room on the days when Junpei-kun would come. Any flower she touched would be mysteriously preserved. That's why I kept them all for research purposes. But after the autopsy, I put them all on her chest as a tribute. And thinking back on it, it may have been that night that she began to transmogrify.
The power to share one's life with others. Could it be that she reclaimed the life energy she'd given to those flowers?
Well, I can't prove any of it. But compared to how she was before, she's changed. The loss of her power is part of it, but more than that.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
We were talking about how you want to live now.
Huh? What do you mean by that? Of course I want to live. I have to find the person in my dreams someday. I can't lie in this bed forever.
Supposing you do find him and meet him, what then?
That's none of your business.
Chidori.
Two hearts reunited. It's a miracle. No, it's a victory.
Chidori.
Hey, why are you crying?
I can't help it. This is seriously the happiest moment of my life.
Even miracles can surely happen. You'll recall, at different points in the evening, we talked to Junpei and encouraged him to go see Chidori. Those moments are what caused Junpei to go and see Chidori. And it was during those visits that Chidori preserved the flowers there. If Junpei had not gone to see Chidori, even one of those times, it could very well have meant that Chidori would have stayed dead. But because we encouraged Junpei to spur him on to continue seeing the person who meant more to him more than anything, a miracle happened and Chidori was brought back to life. And I'm happy for you, Junpei. What makes this scene a bit bittersweet is the fact that, as far as my knowledge, there's no clear sign as to whether or not Chidori coming back is actually canon. This whole scene, though very heartwarming, is never exactly brought up again, or at least in a clear enough fashion that definitively proves whether or not Chidori came back to life or not. Me personally, I think it is. I think that Chidori does come back in the greater scheme of the plot. And really, it's a hopeful sign for us. What we witnessed was a miracle. An absolute miracle. Something that should not have happened. Chidori came back to life after giving her life to save Junpei. It was an impossibility, and yet it happened. Who's to say that can't happen again? Who's to say that such a miracle could not happen a second time? For me, I'm happy for Junpei, but it gives me hope. Hope that we will defeat Nyx and stop the end of the world. And with this, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 3 FES. There are only 10 days left until the promised day. Our social links are almost all completed. But we've still got work to do. We still have a bit more time left before we fight Nyx. And with a witness of a miracle, it is good to see some good news for once. So until next time, everyone, take care.